Hello. I'm James, and I live in Manchester in the UK. And you're listening to English with a Brew, a podcast where I talk about different day-to-day topics to help you learn English the most natural way possible. And that is only by listening to it. If you want to support this podcast, read transcripts, and get exclusive access to more content, go to patreon.com/English with a Brew. So, as we say in Manchester, get a brew on and let's get started. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, or should I say, greetings, listeners on the planet Earth. Welcome to another episode where again things are a little different than normal. As we go into autumn on this podcast, we're talking about the mysterious, the scary, and the spooky. And last episode we talked about folk stories, fictional stories that are passed down through generations of people, through word of mouth. And today we're talking about another thing that people think could be real or could be completely fake. We're talking about aliens. But what are aliens? And of course, do they exist? An alien is any kind of extra-terrestrial being, some type of creature, animal, or thing that does not come from the planet Earth. They could live in space, or they could live on a completely different planet. Currently, there is no proof that aliens exist, so nobody knows if they exist or what they look like. However, in movies and in television, as well as in books and comic books, there are lots of depictions of aliens, and these depictions have created a stereotype of what aliens look like. Usually they have green or grey skin, and they have large heads, bigger than normal. And also they have huge black eyes, or sometimes their eyes glow in the dark. Sometimes they are tall, and sometimes they are short. But really, there is no evidence that aliens actually exist, so nobody knows what they would look like. They could look exactly like us, and we wouldn't know. In the movies, aliens almost always have a type of spaceship, and in their spaceships they can travel quickly through space, and usually their spaceships are depicted as round, circular, flying objects in the sky, and their spaceships often have some type of tool called a tractor beam that they use to abduct people, to take people from the planet Earth. Many people believe that they have seen a UFO, or an unidentified flying object in the sky that could be aliens. Some people even say that they have been abducted or taken by aliens. And some governments in some countries have investigated some of these sightings, but they have not found any real proof or evidence. Some people believe that the governments have found proof or evidence, but that they are hiding it so people don't get scared. But could aliens really exist? Like I said before, nobody knows for certain. But many scientists are hopeful. They believe that because the universe is so big, that it's practically infinite, there could be life somewhere else. And they use special telescopes to search for signs of life on other planets and in space. But the universe is so huge that the question is, will we ever know? Will we ever be certain that aliens do exist or don't exist? Personally, I'm not sure. I wonder that if the universe is so big, if it's almost infinite, then surely there must be some other type of life out there. But that if there is life out there, we don't know that it exists. And they probably don't know that we exist. To them, we are the aliens. But I would absolutely love to know, what do you think? Do you believe in aliens? Do you think that there is life out there in some form? Or maybe you think there is already alien life here on the planet Earth, but we just don't know it yet. What do you think? I'm curious. Let me know, and I'll see you in the next episode. That's everything for today's episode of English with a Brew. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments if you did or if you didn't, and tell me what topics you'd like to hear me talk about in future episodes. And don't forget, if you want to support this podcast and get access to all of the exclusive episodes, you can do that on my Patreon page. I hope you have an absolutely wonderful day, morning, afternoon, or evening, whatever time it is where you are right now. Take care.